take it at D2L. Now, if you did not have a summer 2018 class, this actually might look a lot different from what you're used to because D2L has rebranded itself to be called Brightspace, and it also kind of changed the look of D2L. The functionality is the same, it just kind of looks a little different. So you might not see anything under my courses right now. You might just see view all courses. You'll definitely have that. So when you do that, you're going to see that some are pinned and some are unpinned. You might find your Earth Science course somewhere here in the unpinned section. Or you can do this. You can go to Filter and then choose this specific semester. So let's go ahead and choose Fall 2018. So now only the Fall 2018 courses are here. Let's just say as an example, say you see this Physics 150 course, say you wanted it to show up on that previous page we were at, you would click the little three dots here, so these ellipses, and then choose Pin, and then that course will be in the Pin section. See that these two are pinned, so that when I go back to my main D2L site, they'll actually show up here. So you're going to want to probably pin your Earth Science course here. So if you go down here, find your Earth Science course here, click here, and then do pin, and then that'll take you back to this page. It should now show up as one of your courses here. So you click that course to get into it. I'm going to change the view of this to be student, just so you could see the exact view. Okay. You're going to see that there's a new section on the main page. So you should see my note that I have here. Just know that I'm going to be adding several news announcements throughout the semester. So you're going to want to be checking this section a lot to see what might pop up. Sometimes there's extra videos that would help you understand certain concepts. Sometimes there's even some bonus opportunities that pop up here in the news section. So just make sure that you look here frequently. All right. So we're going to kind of tour some of these links up here in D2L just in case you've never had a class that uses D2L before. Course Home just takes you right back here to the main page. So if you've clicked any of the others links to get back to this main section, just click Course Home. Let's go ahead into the Content tab. This is where you're going to find most of the documents and videos for the course. If you click the Overview tab, that's going to take you to the syllabus. Any of these other links on the left take you to the descriptions that you see. So the table of contents, you're going to be able to view everything. So there's going to be important documents for you to look over. There's going to be chapter PowerPoint lectures that are by unit. So if you watch the syllabus video, you know what a unit is. So you're going to see that there's chapter outlines, so PowerPoint presentations with information. Just a note, these outlines are just outlines. They don't contain all of the necessary information from each chapter. There's also chapter review PDFs, so these contain a summary of the chapter along with some sample questions. These might be advantageous to look at simply because some of these questions may show up on the quizzes or exams. And then finally, there's course videos. So there's going to be a bunch in the syllabus and orientation section that you're going to want to watch during week 1. And then there's videos on each chapter. Some chapters have more than one video, all the way down from Unit 1 through Unit 3. So there's plenty of content that you should be taking from this section of the D2L site as you're going through each chapter in the Earth Science book. I do want to point one thing out. When some of these videos were originally made, it was a different edition of the textbook. So as an example, in the 15th edition of the Earth Science book, Chapter 8 is actually old Chapter 4. So as an example, when I click this video and then go to hit play, I'm just going to pause it at the beginning here. You're going to see that it still says Chapter 4. Don't worry about that. Just go by the titles that you see in the Content tab. They will be the correct videos that you should be clicking. If you go back to the Important Documents folder, you're going to see that there is a chapter guide that I leave here. This just shows you, it'll give you the 15th edition chapter here and then what the old 14th edition was, just in case you have the 14th edition, and then also you can make sense of some of the discrepancies you might see chapter-wise in some of these videos. All right, so that's the Content tab. That'll contain all the information for the course. We're not going to need the discussions tab. For Dropbox, this will be where you submit your science film analysis essay. So this is very simple. You would just click this when it's time for you to submit your report. You'll scroll down, and really the only thing that is super important here, you don't even need to leave me a message, would just be to add a file and then go and find your report. It's probably going to be somewhere on my computer. Go ahead and just upload your document. Once it's uploaded, all you have to do is click submit, and then the document is submitted to me in the Dropbox. Just letting you know again that this assignment is submitted to turn it in. So if you plagiarize your report from anything, this turn it in Dropbox will notify me rather easily. Okay, that's all you're going to use the Dropbox tab for. There is a quizzes tab. There's going to be a whole another video just on how to take a quiz, but this is what it looks like. I'm going to kind of go through this example quiz with you in the other video, but just know that when it's time to take a quiz or an exam is, again, essentially just an online D2L quiz. They're all going to show up on this page, and they'll only show up on the days that you're able to take them. So as of right now, when I'm making this video, there are no exams or quiz available, only the example, which is always there for you to practice. So we'll come back to that. And then the grades tab, again, we'll give you all of your grades. So you'll have your exam grades, your quiz grades, and then once I grade your essay grade will show up here as well. I do want to point something out as well for the exam grades. So there's 82 objective-based questions. They'll be automatically graded, and you would know this if you watch the syllabus video. And then there's 3 short answer questions that I have to grade manually. So right after you finish taking your exam, it's going to give you a score, but that score is only going to be out of 82. I then have to go ahead and grade the last 18 points, which are the 3 short answer questions, to get you the total points out of 100. So you might take an exam, and let's say a 75 pops up. Well, that's really 75 points out of 82, and then I'm going to go ahead and manually grade the short answers, so you're going to get 75 plus whatever points you earned on the short answer questions. And I will always put out a news item on the main D2L page telling you when the final exam grades are available. So if I'll do that once for exam 1, again for exam 2, and then finally again for exam 3. Class progress, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about class lists. So really that's it. You'll mainly be using Course Home for the news items, the Content tab to get all of the PDFs, PowerPoints, and watch the videos, Dropbox to submit your science film analysis essay, quizzes to take your chapter quizzes and your unit exams, and then grades to view your current progress. So that's it for the D2L site video.